Europe is home to 95% of the global population of the red kite, a magnificent bird of prey known for its agile and acrobatic flight. Worryingly, populations have been declining since the mid-20th century, meaning the red kite has disappeared from large areas of Europe. Direct persecution has played a crucial role in its decline, but other threats, all linked to human activity, also jeopardize its conservation. Using poisoned bait is a heinous crime that does untold harm to red kites and to several other species which serve a key ecological purpose by feeding on the carcasses of dead animals, thus helping to prevent the spread of diseases. Equally damaging is the excessive use of rodenticides. Intended to protect crops, these substances also kill birds of prey that feed on the poisoned rodents. Electrocution is a common cause of death for red kites when they land on unprotected medium voltage power lines. Losses also occur due to collisions with wind turbines and vehicles. Habitat modifications and infrastructure projects further contribute to the red kite's decline. Although the red kite population has increased in some European areas, there is a worrying decline in others. Germany leads with the highest number of breeding pairs, around 15,000, followed by Great Britain and Sweden. In Italy, the red kite's status is vulnerable, with only about 500 breeding pairs, and a distribution confined to just a few regions in the south. Basilicata is the red kite's stronghold, but significant populations also breed in Abruzzo. In areas where the red kite has disappeared, but where environmental conditions are favourable and direct persecution is no longer as prevalent, the species could potentially be reintroduced. Another LIFE project was completed in 2014, spearheaded by the CERM, Centre for Threatened Birds of Prey. It successfully reintroduced the red kite to southern Tuscany, almost 50 years after it had become extinct there. The new population, founded from around 100 young kites introduced from Corsica and Switzerland, is thriving. A similar reintroduction program is also underway in the Aspromonte National Park in Calabria through the Life MILVUS project. The Park Authority and the European Union are coordinating efforts to bring back the red kite to the skies of Calabria, from where it had disappeared decades ago. In addition, the Life MILVUS project extends its efforts to Corsica, with its red kite population of over 1,000 pairs, mainly in the northwest of the island, in Balagna and around Ajaccio. Despite these encouraging numbers, several threats still remain. Therefore, the Association Conservatoire d'Espaces Naturels de Corse, or CEN Corse, monitors the population and intervenes to reduce the risk of wildfires in breeding areas, and to encourage good management practices in the habitats favoured by the red kites. CEN Corse staff also help with the reintroduction of the red kite to the Aspromonte National Park. The reintroduction involves releasing around 90 young kites taken from nests in European donor areas over a period of 5 to 6 years. The first release was scheduled for 2023, with the help of various Swiss authorities and institutions. In the canton of Fribourg, Swiss ornithologists and tree climbers routinely search and check nests, preparing for the intricate capture process in mid-June. A total of 8 4 to 5 week old chicks were transferred to the Natural History Museum in Fribourg, where they were fitted with microchips and coloured identification rings. Once all the complex paperwork had been completed, the kites set off on a 2-day car journey with park staff. Their journey took them over 1,700 kilometers to their destination, the beautiful wild valley of Amendoleia. However, they weren't yet ready to fly free. The kites were kept inside an aviary to let them get used to their new surroundings and to complete their fledging. This was monitored by cameras, operated by the Life MILVUS team of ornithologists. At the end of July, the kites were equipped with metal rings and small GPS transmitters, each weighing about 20 grams, to keep track of their position and movements. When released, the young red kites emerge gracefully from their aviaries, showcasing their remarkable control over their now nearly 6-foot wingspan. Over the next few days, they remain in the area, feeding on food distributed by a video-controlled feeder. As they have no parental support, they need some time to get to know the area and learn to fend for themselves. The surrounding medium-voltage power lines were made safe when the pylons were insulated by the power company E-Distribuzione. The Forestry Carabinieri's anti-poison dog units regularly inspect the area to prevent the illegal use of poisoned bait. Targeted initiatives involving farmers, breeders, tourism operators and students have kept the local community well informed about the project. It's now a couple of months since their release, and the red kites are showing that they're getting used to life in the wild, starting to undertake longer exploratory flights, with some even crossing into Sicily in the autumn. However, red kites have such a strong attachment to their birthplace that these birds, as well as future releases, are expected to head back to the Aspromonte National Park to breed and set up a new permanent population. That will mark the return to the park ecosystem of a crucial, long-lost species.